Well, this is the west side of, I'm guessing, the living room, probably. We've got negative drainage here going towards the structure. Gas is entering this side of the house. When it was installed, this was the wrong kind of foam. See the way it moves and stuff? There should have been a rigid foam on this. It's only 3 years old. And it's not level. It's not level. This is the electric service disconnect. And they're both about 4 tons. I'll get some better details about that. When this was installed, these Schrader valve caps, look that up in the dictionary. These refrigerant surface caps don't go anywhere. Special effects by Bud. Okay, what we should have had is anti-theft Schrader valve caps, refrigerant service caps. That was when this is only like 3 years old. There's the data plate right here. I'll have a still image of it, and it's too close. Should be about a foot there. Moving on along, we're getting some cracks. Oh, we're gonna have some cracks. Just hang on. This is gonna be one of those videos. Buckle up. Buckle up. We're in for a trip. Fireplace behind the rain gutter, right up in there. That. Look at that gap up there. We should have kick-out flashing up there. Keep the water from coming in here. Still negative drainage. I'm holding myself up on the wall. Got some cracks between the brickwork. So all that's pretty good stuff. Vertical cracks through it. Stair-step cracks through the brick and mortar. Rain gutter discharges above the grade. Obviously it's been leaking. Obviously. And I walked around the house once already. It's all in pretty bad shape. We got high soil conditions along here and debris. Trees are too close. Trees shouldn't be any closer than 25 feet to a slab foundation, so the roots don't cause you some cracking, and the trees don't rub against your roof. Things like that. Moving along, we're on the south side of the house. Lawn sprinkler heads shouldn't be any closer than 12 inches to a structure. And we got a little bit of wood rot down here. They've got some pookie in there, making it look good. We should have kick-out flashing on these corners. This is your drip edge flashing. Sometimes you got rake edge flashing. See that? It's loose by anybody's standards. But also the manufacturer thinks that should be lapped a minimum of 10 inches. And you hardly ever see that. And you'll probably never get a performance issue because of the short laps. Probably not. You'll probably never get a claim denied because of the short laps. But in the meantime, that's what the manufacturer says. Yeah, that's it. So there we go. This flashing right here, and around the chimney too. This flashing around here, it should be tighter and curled in. You don't want wind-blown rain going up inside your flashing like that. It's just not a good idea usually. And then the siding here, right up in there. It's a nice detail. Obviously they replaced this sometime along the way. But when they did, these butt seams, and I'll get a better look I guess when I get on the roof, I'll try. But I don't see any flashing tape behind those butt seams. I kind of know what I'm looking for. So, I mean, I'm sensitive to it. Not just this electric receptacle outlet, but all the exterior receptacle outlets, they're not GFCI protected. Intercoms are beyond the scope. Doorbell button is broken. It works, and it's not illuminated. These are post-tension ends right here. It's cable that runs through the slab foundation. Makes it a lot stronger. It's a good thing. Good thing to have. But the ends are not supposed to be exposed. Ends are not supposed to be exposed like that. And this water faucet doesn't work. You'll find out in another video. An embarrassing moment. But also the exterior faucets do not have vacuum breakers. They don't. And again, we should have some kick-out flashing here. and the flashing's kind of doing the same thing. And we got some termite bait stations. I'll elaborate a little more on that. I still haven't learned whether we're doing the termite inspection, so I'm just kind of proceeding as if we were. No extra charge for the cursory observations. A lot of lawns, not a lot, but several lawn sprinkler zone caps are missing or compromised like that. That's a trip fall hazard. Coming along here, I wonder if I itemized this. It's possible, maybe not. But we got some vertical and stair-step cracks through the brick and mortar beneath this window right here. We've moved across the south side of the home. We're coming up the east side of the home now. Another disconnect. Same thing, wrong kind of foam. Not the same kind of thing because it's higher and it's farther away. We still do not have Schrader valve caps. We still got data plates. It's about 3 years old. Not so bad. Not so bad. Now this is on both of them. But I'm just now talking about it because that's the way I work sometimes, unfortunately. But these sides, these three sides, these three sides should be sealed to help prevent moisture from getting up in there. And then we've got some separation between the window frames and the brickwork. Some of the sealant's drying and cracking and pulling away. Another thing I have not noticed on this home, is that there's no, listen to me, hillbilly home inspections. We're here to be talking about it. But I'm not seeing any control joints, which is pretty common in before the 1980s, including the 1980s. But today, every 30 feet, we have a control joint. No sense in talking about them because you don't have them. There's another clean out. This clean out is kind of after the fact, or it seems to be. And it might have been because we had some issues going on. So some plumbing drain issues. Maybe foundation. We've got about 50 psi. You're supposed to have between 40 and 80. Between 40 and 80, so that's a good thing. A lot of people say you can't have too much water pressure, and you can. Just stress out all your stuff. Stress out your water heaters, all kinds of stuff. You're really looking for flow, not pressure. They're related. There's roots next to the house. No. And then I know we should have some kick-out flashing right there. I know I didn't. I'll have to come back and add this crack to the notes. By the way, that I bother to itemize things. That's a courtesy. I mean, I'm not required to. I'm not going to say it's not my job, because that's not true either. But I'm not supposed to be, absolutely specific. This rain gutter's hanging. Sure is. And if you look up here, I don't know if you can see this so much with my shaky old man hands. I used to be a sharpshooter, pool hustler, whatever. But anyway, that flashing between the shingles and the fascia, we don't have any flashing there. The flashing is completely missing from that corner right there. Huh. It's kind of weird. I'm going to get a better look at that. Coming on along. Other areas. There's another tension in. Should have been sealed. There's another one a little far over here next to this window. Just let I yank you around a little bit. We're getting close to the end, I got abandonment issues. Where was it? I don't just make this stuff up. I'm not that bored. I can find stuff on my own. There's one right there. Not too much. Sprinkler head's too close. Moving on along. I bet the shingles are going to look pretty when I get up there. Of course, you're going to probably have seen that video already. I'm not going chronological to the porch. This is kind of organic. Master bathroom window, we got cracks. Another faucet. Coming along, another cat missing. Don't stump your toe. Okay, all these pavers, they're not dimensionally uniform, so if Granny comes to visit you, you might have to gently hold her elbow and help her out to visit the garden. Bushes, termite, electric water heater. I got another video for that. I'm going to try. Drill holes. So it's been treated, not just both the baits, but it's been treated with with a chemical treatment for termites. That's what those are for. Okay, the base. This is rotting down here. You see all those water stains? Maybe not. Is my camera showing you? See where the water's just draining down? So none of that was flashed. None of it. Posts should not be in direct contact with the ground to help prevent water from leaking up off the patio into the wood. Storm doors are beyond the scope of this inspection. These old aluminum ones, boy, they've seen better days. They have seen better days. This post is not even in place, and this beam is rotting out. See that? It's rotting out. All this should be ripped off. It's in direct contact with the roof. All this is wrong. This post is falling out of place. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. Really, the best thing to do is start over. It just is. It's time. Coming on along. We got some wood rot in this door casement here. More wood rot in this door casement. Trees touching the roof some more. A lot of that. It's gonna be a fun video. And this is the end of part 1 for the exterior. Continuous soffit vents. That's gonna be fun in the attic. But this is the end of part 1. We're gonna have another exterior and water heater. We're gonna revisit that.